You've had it on your list for years, maybe longer. The thing you'd start when you felt ready, when you had the confidence, when you were a little more sure that you wouldn't fall flat on your face. So you wait, you read about it, you think about it, you tell yourself you'll know when it's time. But the time never seems to come. And here's what nobody tells you about that quiet little holding pattern you're in. You've been waiting for the wrong thing. Welcome to the Do More, Stress Less podcast. I'm your host, Alexis Hasselberger, a time management and productivity coach. In every episode, I give you actionable, practical tips to help you learn to use your time in a way that feels good to you every day. No more hustling, scrambling, or struggling to keep your head above water. So let's dive in, and soon enough, you'll be doing more and stressing less. Just the other day, as we were wrapping up our fourth coaching session, one of my clients said, "Hey, I wanted to tell you something." Intrigued, I leaned in. When we're already in conversation, people usually just keep talking, but the preamble made me think, this is going to be important. And it was. Here's what my client told me. They said, "So for probably 5 years, I've wanted to start a business, but I didn't have the confidence to believe I could pull it off. But last week, I started the business and I've already signed on 2 clients. And I wanted you to know that it's our work together that's given me the confidence that I can actually make this business work." 5 years of thinking about it and only 3 coaching sessions before he took action. So what was going on for him in the last several weeks that wasn't present in the last 5 years? Look, as I think you know, I'm not a business coach. We had not been working on a business plan together. Heck, I literally did not even know that he wanted to start a business. But here's what we had been doing together. We'd been identifying his natural traits and tendencies so that we could work with them instead of against them. We'd been identifying distractors and implementing strategies to reduce them. We'd been building out a single trusted system for all of his tasks and projects so that he doesn't have to rely on memory and random scraps of paper. And we'd been practicing prioritization. This is practical, unglamorous stuff. But building these skills and your confidence in these skills is what takes you from someday maybe to I'm actually going to do this right now. So my client, over the past several weeks, he'd watched himself make progress, follow through on the little things. So the story he was telling to himself about himself started to shift. Through consistent action, he gained confidence in himself. And that's the kicker here. Often we believe that we have to somehow find the confidence before we embark on something new. But it's actually action that builds confidence. You don't wait for confidence to appear. You start doing the things and the confidence follows. All of a sudden, you're sitting on a mountain of evidence that, yes, you can, because you already have. Now, would this client have gotten there on his own without the support and structure of coaching? Maybe, who knows? But it certainly would have been slower. What we do know is that he went from 5 years of thinking about something, not sure that he could ever make it happen, to taking action within several weeks of starting coaching. Now, coaching, of course, is not a magic wand. Boy, would I have a very different business model if it did. It doesn't hand you the confidence to make your dreams come true on a silver platter, but it creates the right conditions for success. Structure, accountability, a focus on growth, and a mirror to help you see yourself more clearly and reflect back to you the evidence of growth that you might not see in yourself. Is there something that you've been wanting to do? Wanting to start, but you've been afraid to put yourself out there because you're afraid of failure, because you don't feel ready yet? Whatever that thing is, it's likely more within your grasp than you could imagine. You might just need a little structure and someone in your corner to start building the unsexy skills that will give you the confidence to actually do the thing, because you can do anything. And that's a wrap on today's episode of the Do More, Stress Less podcast. If today's episode resonated with you, make sure to subscribe now so that you can save yourself time in the future and never miss an episode. It'll take 5 seconds to hit subscribe, and the payoff will be big. You'll never have to think about it again. And pro tip, you'll be using the decide once strategy and saving yourself from the fate of decision fatigue. Do yourself this quick kindness, and I'll see you next time.